Governor Fubara on the history lane in Rivers with Christmas legacy, 20,000 housing estate. Can you imagine? So I know that Governor Fubara gave all the civil servants in the state a Christmas bonus of 100,000 naira each, and now he's unveiling another one, which is 20,000 housing estate, again to tackle the housing deficit in the state. This is a serious one, and it's a good one. So Fubara is, going down the memory lane now with history and with examples, creating good record for himself. Now let's get into the details to understand what he's establishing for himself. He gives civil servants 100,000 naira each, donates 100 bags of 50 kg rice cow per ward across the state. Emmanuel Lewedum Port Harcourt reports. Now, with just 7 months into his administration, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara is already breaking and setting new records that will remain unbeatable in the history of Rivers State for a long period of time. Sir Siminalayi Fubara, who was elected governor of Rivers State on Saturday, March 18, 2023, on the platform of the People Democratic Party (PDP) and sworn into office Monday, May 29, 2023, may not have been the original choice of Rivers people before the election, but he has suddenly become a household name after embarking on some human-oriented projects and programs, as well as empowering thousands of Rivers people during his first Christmas and New Year celebration as governor of the state. Just when one may think that the governor would be distracted following the crisis that rocked the state, Rivers State House of Assembly after a failed impeachment move against him by some lawmakers loyal to his godfather and predecessor, Nyesom Wike, who is the current minister of the FCT capital, Federal Capital Territory (FCT). The crisis also led to bombing of the now demolished assembly complex and defection of 27 members of the House from PDP to All Progressive Congress (APC), and later resignation of about 9 commissioners from his cabinet, including some other political appointees. But the Opobo-born administrator seems not to be perturbed or distracted by the crisis, which had thrown the state into theater of war of words between his supporters, cum sympathizers with the loyalists of his godfather Nyesom Wike. Governor Siminalayi Fubara, who has proclaimed over time of his administration's commitment to catering for the needs of the people and protecting their interests, started one of his record-breaking projects in Rivers State and probably Nigeria with the construction of a 195.3 billion naira Port Harcourt Ring Road few weeks into administration. The 150.15 kilometer dual carriage ring road, which described as a legacy project of the present administration, was adjudged to be the highest single largest project embarked upon by the state government by Wike, who also declared him Fubara during the flag off ceremony as unmatchable among present governors in Nigeria at the moment. Down the history lane, the governor, among other laudable projects to include the Andoni Opobo Nkoro Unity Road, followed up with setting a new record of gifting a 100,000 naira to all civil servants in the state who are on the Rivers government payroll. The gesture by Governor Fubara broke the record held by Dr. Peter Odili, who gave civil servants 20,000 each during his time as Rivers State governor. Still on the Christmas celebration, the governor also donated 100 bags of 50 kg rice and 1 cow per ward across the state for the festivities. Also, Governor Siminalayi Fubara last Friday wrote his name on gold when he flagged off a 20,000 housing units to give new hope to Rivers people, particularly the poor and low-income earners, on Friday. Speaking during the flag off, the governor said, "For our people, I want to assure you our governance is to take care of and defend our people. I can assure you here that this is the beginning of our service to the people of Rivers State." He assured that in a few months, the first phase of the project will be completed and the housing units allocated to the low-income earners through a transparent process. It is not service to the elite, but to the poor and low-income earners. Those are the people we want to stand with, and we are standing with them from today. First of all, we need to give our people hope, and today I believe that everybody in our dear state has seen that light. How did we come about this magic? We opened our door for negotiations and opportunities, knowing that the government cannot do it alone. We had to invite people that are ready to invest in our state. I made bold to say it. Uh, Rivers State is a safe haven for investment. What we are doing today is to let the world know it, and not what you hear in the media. I tell you that Rivers State is safe and secure for anybody, anywhere to come and invest. Your investment is safe in our hands. The acting administrator of the New City Development Authority, Mr. Aaron Obeli, said the 20,000 units of housing will sit on 1,000 hectares of land. The first phase now started on 100 hectares of land. Mr. Bailey stated will provide affordable houses in a thriving and inclusive community for the people to live in. So the managing director and chief executive officer of TF African Global, Mr. Mustafa Injie, explained that the project is the largest housing initiative on a public-private partnership in Africa, and the Rivers State government will not incur any financial cost in accomplishing the project. Wow. So this is great. This is very, very great to know that Fubara has started something that his predecessor could not do. This is a very great stride, I must say. Okay, so now that people are wondering, why is he fighting with Wike? What kind of agreement did he enter with Wike before Wike decided to support him to make him the governor after him? I think what I see here probably, just like the writer has said, that Fubara may not be the people's choice before the election, but after the election, Fubara has become the household name in Rivers State and has become the people's choice. I must tell you the truth. Everybody is trying to help protect his mandate. Okay, so it means that Fubara must have just entered into any agreement anyhow to become the governor. When he becomes the governor, he will do what he intends to do for the people, meaning that there are things he needed to do, but he couldn't have done them without being the governor, and he had to succumb to the dictates of Wike at the beginning to be able to become the governor, so he can have the opportunity to serve the people the way he wish or he wants to serve them. Again, there's a trend in Nigerian politics that is also very threatening. Okay, when people try to outshine their predecessors or their godfathers, they get in trouble with their godfathers. I'm sure Fubara has a plan to do things that Wike could not do, and Wike would not want anybody to outshine him before or after him, I tell you the truth. And so this is exactly what could be one of the problems Fubara is having with Wike, though I'm just trying to imagine it anyway. There's no proof yet. But I tell you, with what Fubara has done, that state is probably going to enjoy more from him later. So people are already reacting. Somebody saying nothing mega, shame them. Abi, that is trying to hail Fubara now. Say nothing will happen to you. Shame them. The people that think you cannot rule, shame them. Go ahead. Some say Wike is just thinking about 2027. He is not seeing that this guy is digging the foundation of where Wike is standing before 2027. Where Wike is standing before 2027, Wike must have been consumed by the work of his of this young man. Sometimes I tell you, get sense guy, really understand politics better. Go on undeterred, Fubara. The people are appreciating him. Up Fubara, the governor that have Rivers people at heart. You will go far. whether ex-emperor likes it or not. Shame on Wiki. That would be smart, you know. Some say, move on, governor, do project that will benefit the masses. That's great, but he should not base on stomach infrastructure. Yeah, so there are many ways to touch lives. Okay, there are many ways to touch lives. Fubara is out to touch lives, I'm sure. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on these things that Fubara has started already.